I want all your taste is babies. Okay. Um. Oh wait, hold up. I forgot title for Twitch. Um. Okay. Hello everybody. We are back in Quake 4. Why am I? Why am I already sleepy? I don't know. But hey dude, what up? Oh shit! Right, this guy keeps dying, and because he keeps dying, I have to like constantly. Oh wait, I need to reload this thing. Would be a good idea. Where the fuck are we? Like I know what we like. We need to keep moving further, I guess. But like, why do they have? Oh shit! Red. Is he gonna kill him? He's gonna kill him. I'm like, is he gonna instantly die? He instantly died. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Doesn't he kind of look? I was gonna say, oh, he kind of looks like an ape. You know, he has like very apish feature. Like if you skinned, if you not skinned, sorry, if you like shaved the chimp, he kind of looks like it. But now that I think about it, actually no, he looks like Nikolai Valuyev, which is he's like a boxer. He's like hold on. He's like a Russian boxer that was like relatively prominent. And then he went into politics, which is funniest again. Nico fly. Oh, there it is. This is second thing you can get if you search up Nikolai and then whoa. Yeah, it kind of looks like he exactly looks like this guy. Hold up. Like if you look at this guy, right? Doesn't like especially this picture. Doesn't he just fucking hold on? Where are you at? Come here, come here. Look at me, buddy. Look at me, buddy. Turn around, buddy. Buddy, look at me. Look me in the face. Doesn't he kind of look like it? Yo, dude, come here. Come here, you stupid bitch. You stupid monkey ass bitch. Come here. Dumb monkey looking motherfucker. Look at this guy. Come here. Come here. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Stop. Stop. Stop for a second. Stop walking. God damn it. Oh, come on. Okay, can you look at me, buddy? Buddy, come here. Okay, son bitch. Okay, hold up. We're just gonna load the checkpoint. Okay, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like it? Stop it. Look at me, buddy. Buddy. Look at this guy. Kinda looks like. Anyway, I'm done talking about how this guy looks. Also, to be fair, Nikolai Valuyev does look like an ape. Like it's a very like his face is very ape-ish. Like out of all people, I think like he probably has like 100% Neanderthal DNA or something. I don't know. I don't know how he got it, but like he's like 100% like not even Neanderthal. I think like he's like 100% gorilla. Like He somehow got like 100% gorilla in him. What the fuck? What? How does he kill me so instantly? Okay, hold on. Like out of all people, I think Valuev got like 100% gorilla in him. Yeah, fair, boxers are not very handsome men by the fact that of the sports that they're doing. You know, it's not like they're out here doing. Yeah, F5. Oh shit. So what I was saying that like boxers is not. It's not like boxers are very handsome to begin with. You know. Like it's mostly the sport that they're doing. You know, so it's. Like they're not out there like their sport is not exactly like you know, requires you to do facial fucking skin routines and so on, you know. Their sport literally requires you to like get punched in the face. I'm actually thinking about it. Do you think so? I talked before about looks maxing as like, isn't it silly that like people out here trying to like look better, but they're like, son of a bitch. They're trying to look better, but the way they're trying to look better is just like, what if I like do crack to lose weight? You know, it's like absolutely unhinged behavior that like genuinely I don't know who it actually appeals to. Besides insane people. Fuck. Besides insane people. But I think there is one trend about looks max, and it's like you like have to hit your skull with a hammer in order to like shape your cheekbones and whatever, like your cheekbones and your other bones to like look better, because like essentially the principle is like small hits will condition it to look different. You can kill this guy, right? What? Oh. God damn it. Didn't even realize there was a second guy. Wow. Okay. But so what I'm saying is that like, I mean, I guess one of the best examples of maybe smashing your skull does change its shape is the boxers, because like every boxer I've seen on TV is like the ugliest motherfucker imaginable, that like it only can be explained by the fact that they literally have their like skull beaten 24/7, you know, like. God damn it. He just but gets fucking body smashed. Not like I have a lot of else. God damn it. And we did kill him. God damn it. Wow. What if? Oh, this shit. I'm on up and up. on. Okay, nice. Because I was like, a clip is enough to kill like a like a boss monster in this bitch. There's no way this guy will not go out after a little bit. But also, by the way, we have not seen like any sort of like health spec system or anything. Also, that guy didn't follow us. Motherfucker. Also, that guy didn't follow us, and he was wise to not do that, actually. Ah, fuck. I was close, I was close. God damn it. Here's the thing. I'm a big fan of Modern Rival. And the update is gonna come literally after tomorrow. After tomorrow, there's gonna be an update that might change the way that the game is played, because it's an update that genuinely kind of scares me. Like, it's a they're number one, they're reworking the video, which is pretty interesting, because almost everybody was like talking about the fact that you kind of need to rework Widow because she was trash. Okay, but besides them reworking the video, they're reworking. So in my Rivals, there was team up ability, where essentially if you have, for example, Hulk and the Thing, okay, Hulk will get slight boost to some sort of ability. Like, what does that do? Oh, that's a health pack. Okay. Nice. Also, it's funny, he pulled out the shield, like that would gonna help. That was the first health spike we got in a while. Of course, of course, of course, of course. God damn it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so like the Hulk would get a buff to his health and or damage or something, like he would get some sort of buff. And the Thing would get like a whole ability where you like press a button, usually C button. You press a button, and then what happens is that the Thing can, like, every punch it does for a short period of time, heals himself. He heals himself with every punch, which is now number one. It was very funny that like the Hulk was the one that healed him. It wasn't like any it wasn't a buff that he got with like any healer. It was a buff that he got with the Hulk. Like, it wasn't like a damage improvement. It was like a healing. Did I even hit her? Ooh, okay. I was gonna say, hey KJ, I'm just talking about Marvel Rivals updates that's gonna change everything. And it's gonna change everything like in 2 days. In 2 days, there's gonna be a Marvel Rivals update that's literally gonna probably like put me back into like Bronze League. It genuinely, it's such an update that it scares me. Like, do you follow Marvel Rivals in any sort of way, KJ? I don't remember. I probably have discussed with you Marvel Rivals at least once or twice, because I always talk about Marvel Rivals on this channel. Ooh. My top tier game. Okay. Okay, well, Marvel Rivals is my top pick. I play it every single day. Ah, son of a bitch. And I didn't save. Hold up. Well, yeah, it is Marvel related. It's like Overwatch, but with Marvel characters. Except it's also better than Overwatch, because it literally was so good that Overwatch had to like lock in. Like, Overwatch had to lock in and start to like rework the Overwatch 2 bullshit, because Marvel Rivals was eating their lunch and asking for seconds. Okay, it was so like design changing. Please don't kill this guy. Please don't just gang up on him. Come on, are you kidding me? But yeah, I like Marvel Rivals very much. Oh, son of a bitch. Dude, run! Take fucking cover. You fucking idiot. Unbelievable. Let's see, where is he? Oop. Okay. Yeah, so Marvel Rivals. Very cool game. I've been playing it since it literally, like, since season 0, since it came out. The recent update is scaring me, because the recent update is quite literally them like reworking one of the very core mechanic of it. Like, so in Marvel Rivals, you would have team up abilities essentially. So, for example, a good example would be how in Marvel Rivals, I play Emma Frost, okay? And another character plays Luna Snow. Emma Frost is a tank. Luna Snow is a healer, okay? And what happens is that Luna Snow gets like a buff to her healing. God damn it. Luna Snow gets a buff to her healing, and I get a cool ability of like creating like a shield, like a wall of ice. So like I can, like, number one, I slow down the enemies that are like trying to kill me, or make sure that they cannot escape from me. Or I well, yeah, like it's either like I use it as a shield, or because it's like a hard surface, I like one of the things that I like to do with enemies is that like I would grab them and like smack the enemies against that wall, dealing them damage. Okay? And now they reworked that system where essentially before you had like limited amount of cooperations between before you had like a limited amount of cooperations between characters. So you had like only couple of them, you know, some would be taken out, some would be like put back. And like everybody would be like no, bring this one back, and some would be like, well, no, it's like game based and like I cannot do anything. If you have this like, goddammit, if you have like this like, my number one thing to ban was Namor or Hela, because their co-op was like essentially spawning like an army of miniatures that I could do fucking nothing about. And so because of that, I was essentially always banning them. And now it's changed to where they didn't remove cooperation. Instead, they increased the amount of them to the point where essentially every character in the game can have some sort of like a cooperation. And now you also get to choose what cooperations you want to keep. You can keep one, but if there's like 3 people you can have a co-op with, you can like keep 1 out of 3 and switch them throughout the game. And that's busted. That is fantastic. And also very fucking scary. It's also very scary because some of those cooperations are very busted, as I said before. And I'm genuinely terrified that like this game change will just like put me back into like the lowest level of the game, because I just will not be able to deal with all of the co-ops between it. But they did announce that they're like bringing back some of the some of the older co-ops that like people were literally like, the people who were maining the character loved it, and the people who didn't hated it, because it was like one of them is like a second Penny Nest. So like Penny Parker from so Penny Parker from Into the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Like she's a playable character in Marvel Rivals, and you get to like set up a little like nest thing that like spawns little like drones that like run after the enemies within a certain area, or or you spawn like mines that like explode the enemies when detected. Huh. And so second nest is very good for a Penny player, but for any like close range DPS that has to like get close to you, that's nightmare, because that means that now there's like twice as much damage coming after you in a larger area as well. They absolutely fucking hate it. But now it's brought back, and I'm glad. Oh wait, I have grenades. Nice. But yeah, that's essentially now. If you want to get into Marvel Rivals now, like I think it would be actually a stronger time to recommend it, because if you get into Marvel Rivals now during the big change, it's exactly the time to do it. Like out of all times during the big change, that's a premier time to get into a game, because everybody's kind of like shooken up. I don't know how much it's gonna shake people. I think it's gonna shake me for sure, because now everybody has like a busted co-op that I cannot deal with, you know. They also made them more useful, that's the thing. Because like before, a co-op would be like one person benefits and the other person gets like a little like boost to their like attack or something. Is this me, or this game is like very quiet?
But then you don't need lux so long as you have a weapon in your hands. Farewell.
Okay. But what I was gonna say is that I'm essentially, I am terrified, but also I'm kind of like curious, because they also announced that there's gonna be more team ups as well. Like I don't know. It is gonna be something. I am excited for the secondary Penny Nest. They're also like bringing in new hero as always. Like genuinely, the developer team for the game is doing so fucking much for the game. Well, like they're constantly putting in updates. They're constantly updating. In fact, when I was watching the like the updates on the whoop, this guy again. Uh-oh. Bro, I'm an elevator. Why are you doing this to me? We're both like borged out. Maybe. Wow, you're one ugly guy. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I guess that was useless. Wait. Oh. Okay. But like the developer team is really putting out so much to the game. Every season, 2 new characters, new updates, including the fact that like with this like new update, they actually put like a fast one on us because they essentially went like oh yeah, the update's gonna be like a classic like new ability for this character and this character if teamed up with Hulk. And then they were like, actually, you know what? No. Instead, we're changing how the game is played altogether. Like no, every single time we just recall. They're like,
Corporal Kane, I'm very busy, so I will make this brief. This is the time that you must deactivate the core security interface. Once you have completed that objective, you will be taking the teleporter into the core. There you must destroy the nexus. For the moment, concern yourself with getting to the top of this tower. I will step you through the rest of this mission as you go.
okay. So they essentially went like, no, recoloring like attacks because like they teamed up with like a Hulk this time, or add in like the same ability but now like with slightly stronger buff. That's not what we're doing. We're bringing back bunch of old abilities, and now you get to choose it's actually been like my argument for Marvel Rivals for quite a while.
Shit! Get a medic up here ASAP. We're trying to demo a door the charge misfired. Lieutenant Leonard was hurt. Do something. It's too late. He's dead. No time for grief. It looks like we got a fight on our hands.
I essentially had like for some time a position that like it would be cool that if like the game gets older and older and then they just increase the amount of team up to the point where everybody has a team up, because that's kind of cool.
Secure section 58B. Activate defenses.
And it looks like it came oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Corporal Kane, I have bypassed security for the floor you're on. Take the door that is now opening.
So essentially I was
See you around, Marine.
expecting the time for when like there's so many characters that like literally everybody gets a team up to be like in the future, like, you know, there's gonna be like it's gonna take like 40 years of the game for them to be like, okay, well now everybody gonna have a team up. But no, they're doing it in like under 2 years. Oh. Huh. I did not expect that. Like in under 2 years they were like, no, you know what, everybody gets a team up. Everybody gets team up, and every team up is gonna be fucking crazy.
Activate defenses.
Arcane, I have bypassed security for the floor you're on. Take the door that is now opening.
But yeah, that's piece of news from me, KJ. How are you doing today? How are you doing, KJ? How's it going? I hope the Marvel Rivals rant is not too boring, because I'm just very excited. The game that I've been playing for a while, and it's captured my heart.
This is Falcon 6 making a run on the networking tower. Anti-aircraft is heavy. I'm hit. Energizers are offline, attempting to... Eagle 10 making a run on the networking tower. Damn, the air defenses are strong. I'm hit. I have to abort.
Oh. Those took me a while to realize you can just destroy those bitches. Okay. I thought that it would be coming up from up.
Radar shows something large headed this way.
Well, it just... Again, I like the game. Again, as I said before, I like the game. It's a very fun. I actually kind of didn't get how do people play like online games to the point of like such an obsession. Until now, Marvel Rivals got the stronghold on my heart. Like up until Marvel Rivals, I did not realize how much fun it is to actually do play like online games like this. All right, KJ, isn't it like 3 in the morning for you? Yeah, you no wonder you're a sleepy guy right now, right? Am I wrong? I think I'm right, and I could be wrong. Wait, can we bring the elevator back down? There's like a medic team there. There's a guy who can give me a shield.
1 minute and you'll be back in the battle.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Try to be a little more careful, alright?
Oh yeah, the medic team. Right, I'm not low enough for a medic. Also, why are they now getting onto the elevator? Now after I cleared everything, they're getting on it? Okay, I see how it is. They were afraid of the battle, but now that there is no enemies, they're kind of like, I'm fine. But, yeah, I like Marvels. Yeah, I can say it's no. I like the game. I like a little silly game. Okay. Oh. It's kind of nice how we're moving here with the whoop. How we're moving here like with the squad. God damn it. They killed one of my guys. As long as the medic is still alright. Son of a bitch. Okay, hold up. As long as the medic is alright. No, no, don't step in front, don't step in front. God damn it. Stupid fucking engineer. Oh. Yeah, like, man, you should be sleeping. You should be napping. You should be snoozing, okay? Okay. Just, you know. Huh. I guess he didn't spawn in yet. There he is. Hold up. Get out. Okay, anybody... Is the guy who can repair my armor alive? You know, it is... No, I think the guy who can repair my armor is dead. That's not good. I want my armor repaired like yesterday. What the fuck is this?
Incoming aircraft detected. Exterior shields at 32%.
I don't know, they killed the guy who can repair my armor. You know how rare it is to repair your armor?
Use the teleporter in front of you now. It will take you to the floor directly below the rooftop, and there you will have access to the security station.
God damn it, I should have listened. It's annoying that it like skips through. But what games do you play, KJ? If you're a gamer, you're a real gamer. If you're not playing Marvel Rivals, only a true gamer plays Marvel Rivals. Okay. And genuinely, I cannot stop. Can't stop, won't stop. So good. It's also obviously very relaxing. Even so, sometimes you do get like a absolutely degenerate teammates. And today I had one. Okay. My mains are I should destroy the teleporter.
Navigation is down. I'm flying blind.
So what I was gonna say is that my mains are right now Emma, well, then maybe it's time to try more. Well, just saying. Just trying to get you into Marvel Rivals any chance I get. I mean, I do have a genre that I hate. The genre that I hate is what's it called? It's turn-based games. Do you fuck with turn-based games? It's not like I'm a big not turn-based game kind of guy. Like out of all games. Well, board games are, I guess. Oh, right. Well, the board games would be kind of different, I guess, depending. Like a board game is like a board game is like a game with friends, so that's like entertaining in its own way. Versus like would you have fun playing Monopoly by yourself? Just you playing Monopoly by yourself. But no, but seriously, I don't know, like turn-based games are an exception if it's like obviously with friends, you know. Like I haven't played what's it called? I haven't played like D&D. Like I've played like a one shot of D&D and I had like odds of oodles of fun because I'm just it was enjoyable, you know. Okay. Motherfucker. Bro, can you leave me alone? What the fuck is your problem? What a weird guy. Monopoly roguelike. Well, Monopoly is technically a roguelike because every single game is like different. Like it's all up to chance essentially, right? So Monopoly is technically a roguelike. It's not a roguelite, but it's a roguelike for sure. Oh, there's a passage here, okay. But what I was saying is that yeah, I'm not a big fan of turn-based RPGs. Like it's a bro. This guy's still stalking us. Bro, he's just standing out the window. He's standing out the window looking at us. What a creep. Get away from me. A creepy guy. Let me guess, he's gonna be like here in a view window in a second as well. Destroy the teleporter just because we fucking know it.
To the right. I've got a signal look. It's not getting away from me this time. Where the hell did he go? HQ, this is Grizzly Squad. We're in deep shit.
But what I was gonna say, I forgot. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing Marvel Rivals, and because of that, I'm trying to get everybody to play in it. Like in fact, I had like a match on Tinder where like she was like, "Oh, I play video games," and no, I actually had multiple matches, but this one is like the most recent one. My most recent match on Tinder, I was like she was like, "I'm a gamer," and I'm like, "Oh, do you play Marvel Rivals?" And if yes, like I'm still to get like a response, you know. I want to, like, I'm indoctrinating every person I meet into Marvel Rivals, including girls I meet on Tinder. It's fucking hilarious. I'm trying to entice. To be fair, the problem is like the friends that I started playing the game with has refused to play with me. Because I'm too high a level now. I'm too high in ranking, so it's like, you know, it's me babysitting him. But here's the thing. Objectively, like, I will play with him even if he's even if like I'm better at the game, you know? Fuck. God damn it. Get away, get away, get away, get it. Bro, can you stop farting on me? God damn it. It was just fun playing with friends. And And in that regard, shouldn't you like deploy shields? Huh? Ah, get out. Like those attacks from like out of nowhere were kind of really confusing me. Yeah, plays Dota, but I didn't even like being sweaty there. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, every game can be competitive, obviously. So, for example, like fucking chess. Chess is a competitive game, even though like it's chess, you know. Like it's not the most like interesting game, at least not in my opinion. It's fun to play with friends, but like, you know, like out of all things, I would never watch like a chess clip. Like I've seen like chess YouTubers making like this is a crazy blunder. Can you imagine? He's like moved his queen there, and it's like, okay, well, whatever. Versus like if I'm watching Marvel Rivals clips, it's kind of like it kind of gets funny, you know. You can have like a funny moment of like a, you know, a weird strange portal and so on and so forth. But I was gonna say, so I think the sweatiness of the game really just comes from the attitude you have while playing the game, because every game can be competitive, but how sweaty it is purely by your own, like your own mentality. For example, I'm completely non-sweaty while playing Marvel Rivals. Even so, I never play quick matches. I only play competitive. Bro, it's not fair. He's faster than me. Okay. It's not fair. He's faster than me and I cannot run. What the fuck? But so what I was gonna say is that like I play only competitive matches in Marvel Rivals. I've played like quick matches only a few times with friends. Yeah, so what I mean is that just stop being sweaty about the game. Just stop being like a take away the mentality of like, ooh, this game is important. Even if you're doing like a competitive, like ranked game, just play it like you would be playing with friends, which is what I do, you know. Which is what I do every single time I play Marvel Rivals. And then I'll have like a guy being like, no, it's competitive, you cannot be having fun. And I'm like, I don't care. I'll type about like Tony Stark, Jarvis, delete his balls, you know. Like I'll type in chat shit like Jarvis, Jarvis, call Jeffrey Epstein. Jarvis, skin this man alive. Jarvis, put this man in the jar. And then it's, you know, it's funny. Even so like I'm losing the game, you know, it's still kind of funny. You can still have fun. It all depends on your attitude while playing the game. Bruh. Ooh. How am I supposed to fucking run away from this? So if you want to have fun playing the game and not be sweaty, just take away the mentality that like the game is important. It's a game. you know? Play every competitive match like it's a quick match. I do. Yeah. I do have like sometimes I do have like a problem when like somebody is like, yeah, I'm saying that like, oh, play like for fun, but when somebody robs me of my fun, that's when we are having a problem. Like, well, number one, obviously, like if somebody like complains in the game and is like being very sore about like the fact that the game the team is not performing the way that you expect them to, it kind of bothers me, because I just like I would prefer losing over a guy complaining about losing. But another one is that like, so I main Penny and Emma Frost right now, okay, as a tanks. And I had my last game was me going, okay, I'll go Penny, okay, and then a guy selects Penny after me, and he's lower like lower level in Penny, so he's like not as good as at Penny, okay. And then so he selected it after me, so by courtesy of it all, I should be the one getting it, because number one, I'm higher level, and number two, I took it first, dibs, you know. But then the guy picks it as soon as we're allowed to like pick the characters, and that absolutely fucking pissed me off, because he stole my character and I had to go fucking healing, okay. And then here's the thing, I wouldn't mind to go healing if we still won the game and he was good Penny, but he sucked. He was the bad fucking player, so I was doing fucking healing. It used to be that when I go healing, when like the other players are like taking all the other characters, that meant I was gonna get carried, okay. That means that I'm getting a free ride to rank up. But this guy, he was trash, okay, and that pissed me off more. How dare you take away my character and then be trash at it, okay? Now that actually pissed me off. Because if you're gonna take away my character, at least be fucking good at it. How dare you? Now that pissed me off. Also, I think this guy is like stuck or something, because he's been in this phase for a while. He didn't do like his he didn't like do his special like flying on top of you attack. Hey Mackenzie. Yes, new new level, and now instead of Kung Fu it's Gunfu. Hey Mackenzie, I was just talking about Marvel Rivals getting an overhaul and how it's terrifying me, and how also, you know, when you're playing the competitive games, there is a certain courtesies. There is certain courtesies, okay? And there's courtesy in Marvel Rivals that if I pick my character first and I'm higher levels than you, you don't take away my character, okay? But that motherfucker too, but there was one guy who not only did that, but he was also worse at the character, and then played her for entire fucking round, well, for entire game.
Core security station is finally deactivated. I won't bother asking what took you so long. Quickly make your way to the core teleporter.
It absolutely pissed me off on the fact that you dare take away my character and then play like dog shit. Okay, you know what? I don't respect you. You're getting all skin removed, and then dipped into boiling lemon juice. That's the punishment that you should receive for it.
He's dead. Barrister
Oh.
HQ, we have a Marine down at the core teleporter.
These.
You should have listened to me rather than trying to play the hero. You just wanted to get in there and battle the Strogg. That proved to be a mistake, didn't it? Kane, ignore the unfortunate soul laying dead on the ground. Because of your Strogg physiology, you will be able to use the teleporter. Go now. It's on the way into the core.
That's fucking hilarious. This guy, no augmenting him from Strogg, didn't go through what we went through, and just like was like, no, I bet I build different, and he goes through a teleporter that's gonna shred him. What a stupid bastard! Unbelievable. He's actually like wins the Darwin Award, I think. How are you doing, Mackenzie, today? How's it going? Oh, I had
Corporal Kane, can you hear me? Hopefully the shielding around the core will not completely block my signal.
I had like nice chicken wrap for dinner for lunch.
Locate and destroy the Nexus. That will disable the Strogg communication network.
Why is everything shaking? I had like a. So what I was saying that like I had a chicken wrap for lunch. So essentially, a couple of days ago, I marinated the chicken. Then I breaded the chicken. Then I froze the chicken. Today I took 2 pieces out, fried them in tallows that I had. Because I realized that among all my preparations for frying, I completely forgot to buy cooking oil. So I just took some tallows I had for frying, and that's pretty good.
Hopefully the shielding around the core will not completely block my signal. Remember, your perimeter always to locate and destroy the Nexus. That will disable the Strogg communication network.
Nice. So I had some fried chicken. Was in a wrap with some I don't know what the fuck to call the salad I made.
Hear me? Hopefully the shielding around the core will not completely block my signal. Remember, your perimeter always to locate and destroy the Nexus. That will disable the Strogg communication network.
God note. I made like essentially one vegetable salad. What does salad classify? Because what I did is that I have some Chinese cabbage. Have some Chinese cabbage, or I think it's called something like Nippon cabbage in US. Which I found out because my mom, essentially I was like talking to my mom about the cabbage I bought. And then she was like, yeah, for some reason, like in US they call it like Nippon cabbage. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. That's a weird choice. But I cut up the cabbage. I mix it with a little bit of yogurt, vinegar, and salt, pepper, and cut out. And so, essentially, fried the chicken, piece of cheese, slap a piece of cheese in it. Then I, what I was gonna say, then I put some salad, put it in a wrap, and that was my lunch. And I'm actually like super full. Like from it, I was actually surprised by the fullness I got from eating it, you know? I was like, damn. And just like a small piece of chicken. Oh, relatively. It's like a 1 chicken breast, I think. Yeah, it can't be more than 1 chicken breast. It's like 1 chicken breast, a little bit of breading, some salad, and like a wrap and a cheese. And a slice of cheese. 2 slices of cheese per chicken breast. Really not a lot, but really made me like my belly now nice and round, you know, and I whoop. He's still alive? What a crazy guy. Oh. Nice. Huh, okay. Door's still closed. Damn, how come I'm craving a soda when I had a soda like 2 days ago? 2 days ago, I had the soda and I was like, delicious, nice soda. I'm glad I opened it. And now I want soda even more. Now I'm craving soda even more. But I just had a soda this week. I can't have more soda. Very unhealthy. Okay, hold up. Nice and easy. Every game has an elevator level where enemies go down attacking you, isn't it? Seems like every game has it. There's more? God damn it, okay. Fuck, wow. Wait, did I not do a quick save before, or, I mean, you know what, it's fine. I'm just American. I'm just a regular American boy from regular American town. Whoop. Okay, I guess we're doing the same thing again. Oh, okay, that's my bad. Nexus core. You know what would go hard in this game? Mines. Put some mines around. I was kind of wishing like I could like jump out of it. Even so, I know that would make it like inescapable trap essentially. Also, by the way, this game is completely nonsensical in the sense that like you get a flashlight, but only for one gun. You cannot see anything unless you pull out only the standard gun. Well, not the standard gun, but like you only get like only if you pull out the standard rifle do you get the gun. God damn it. Oh. I'm just a poor boy. I do have a lot of ammo. Like only this gun got the flashlight. Oh, and this one, okay. So either the standard pistol or the standard rifle. Everything else, like, sorry, you gotta pay premium to see. God damn it. I didn't even like get to charge up my fucking weapon. Okay, hold up. Let's charge it beforehand. Essentially, it has a very long reload cycle. Like, you know, I kind of get like if the essentially you cannot have light on the alien weapons, but the shotgun, you know, like surely the shotgun should have a flashlight on it. Like it's part of the standard equipment for the Marines in here, okay? I don't know how I missed that. Oop. God damn it. The problem is that those bitches spawn right on top of me. Oh, I should really heal up. I know why I didn't do it beforehand. It's funny that they don't have the super shotgun. Like, just keep the tradition alive, okay? Super shotgun is such an iconic weapon. Please tell me charge it up before the guy. Yep. Please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die, please die. God damn it. Oh. Maybe I should have saved right before on the elevator. Nice. How's he still alive? Come on. Stop driving me like this. Come on. Save. It's fine, I don't need to aim. I don't care if I go blind. I don't need to see the target anyway. Oh, oh. It's crazy how I got done in by this fucking guy right after defeating some of their most formidable warriors first. God damn it. Ooh. That's not good. Fuck. Exploded me. Oh. Wow. He clearly cannot cross here. Oh, Jeff. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing today? It's been a while. It's been a while, Jeff. How are you doing today? Or do you want me to call you Mago Lord? Mago Lord is a weird name. It's more unusual. Ah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, cannot during your trial period cannot just turn on your like Twitch and be like, no, I gotta check out this guy, okay? But what's your new job if you don't mind sharing? I remember during my trial period of like working in Amazon, I actually got into a fight with a drunk guy on like a train. Well, before I even entered the train, he on like a train station. Ah, cool. That's pretty cool. At least I think it's cool. I also do think that it's unfortunate that like there's two meanings of CNC, and whenever somebody says that they're working with CNC, I'm thinking about the other thing. I'm thinking like, damn, they have a machine for that? That's crazy. And that makes me giggle. And that makes me giggle a little bit, you know. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think Command and Conquer Machine Operator. Yes. It's better. It's better that way. Yo, how many more people are here? CNC fans. Who else are here as a Command and Conquer head? Okay, CNC gang, rise up. The press game saves. No, what? Fuck it. We're gonna annihilate them. Good luck, idiot. Damn, turn out using your most powerful weapon out the gate didn't actually help. I think he just shot his own friend. Ah, interesting. I've never been very much into those like strategy army games. That's not really my kind of style. Yes, KJ, join us. One of us. One of us. One of us. But I've never been much into those like strategy games, but I do. But it is I do know that, like, isn't Red Alert the one with the fuck, I forgot his name. The guy who was in this after I delete Dota for 20th million time. Well, it's not really about stress. I don't know. I never saw like interest in strategy games like that. Just you're close, Tim Curry. You were so close to the name. You just one letter off, and instead of carry, Curry, like 2 letters off in your guess. But yeah, like isn't sorry, just so funny. It's so funny. You were so close to the name, Tim Curry. But yeah, isn't Red Alert with Tim Curry the most iconic, the most iconic guy? He even has that like voice line of like, "I escaped to the only place not touched by capitalism, space," and it's like one of his iconic roles. To be fair, all Tim Curry roles are very iconic. I think still one of the most like corrupted by capitalism. Space. Yeah, exactly. There's a well, one place, one space, close enough, you know. One Piece is real. But what I was gonna say is that a lot of his roles are iconic. One of the ones that are like I think my personal favorites is the Rocky Horror Picture Show one, where he's a sweet One Piece, exactly. Where he's just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Like Tim Curry in like the Horror Rocky Picture Show is so fucking it's so funny. It's so funny because He has fantastic singing voice, and all the songs are banging. Okay, they're absolutely great. But they're like the lyrics are just like, because of how ridiculous the plot is, to the point comes around. Well, I do know a little bit about the plot purely through the fact that like I watch. Have you heard of Mandalore Gaming? He's like he like reviews video games, including like live strategy games, and like among them was like the Red Alert. I'm pretty sure there was like a Red Alert series, and I know the lore from those videos where he explains the lore of the Red Alert, and it is a little bit crazy. Doesn't it include like time travel and Einstein trying to prevent like World War II and then just making it even worse? Who would have thought that tampering with time and space willy-nilly could lead to unforeseen consequences? It's almost like there was 3 movies called Back to the Future warning us exactly of that. Tim Curry? I don't know. Oh, no. In Mandalore Gaming. Yes. What? What do you mean your mom's what? KJ, what? but yeah. Mandalore Gaming is a secret boss of Ultra Kill. No, he's not like secret boss. I'm pretty sure he's like a discoverable plushie. I could be wrong. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. It got me so off guard that I kind of didn't get what you were talking about. Yeah. In Back to the Future, actually, here's the thing, because like it's been a long time since I watched Back to the Future. When recently I've been. It's not. I mean, a little bit. It was a little bit. It just got me a little bit. It stun locked me, but. Actually, recently I've been recommended like YouTube Shorts videos of just like entire Back to the Future series. So it's kind of like in my mind right now that like I want to like rewatch Back to the Future because it kind of like makes me more interested in it. But like I did not, because it's been a while since I watched it, but I still do like the movies. Like I still think they're pretty solid. Because it's been a while since I watched them, I did not remember how thirsty his mom was after him when she was young. Like she was actually like she was like dangerously like she was ready to fuck like at any point in time. It's crazy. It's one of the best classic films trilogies. I've actually, yeah. Here's the thing. When I watched the I did watch entire Back to the Future trilogy when I was young, but I actually never seen entirety of Star Wars or entirety of Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Lord of the Rings, it's kind of, I just felt like it's gonna be like too long. I know exactly what happened. I remember exactly what happened in the third one. In the third one, I mean, if you want spoilers, they go to the Wild West, and it turned out that like and it turned out that like Doc Brown actually has mad game for Wild West, and so he gets himself a wife, and then they travel back to the future one final time. But what I was gonna say is that so I never watched Lord of the Rings or Star Wars actually. I've because Lord of the Rings I felt like it was too long when I was a kid, and Star Wars I just remember that like at certain point in time I saw like adults playing like Star Wars on the TV, and I was like I'm kind of not interested. I just remember I was like it's not exactly what I want to watch right now, and so I just never watched those. I think I've seen like in general like parody content of Star Wars more than I've seen Star Wars for sure. Like both Family Guy and like any other, and like Robot Chicken Skits and just any other parody of Star Wars. I've seen it more than actual Star Wars. I've seen Clone Wars more than I've seen Star Wars actually. Another only trilogy was peak of simple fantasy stories in my opinion. Ironically, one of the series where I saw the villains were more interested in the hero group. Well, because the villains in the original movies were so mysterious, because they weren't exactly like as far as I understand. Okay, because I did already say that like I didn't watch the movies, but as far as I understand, like the villains didn't speak much because they were like the classic villain, right? One of the three people. One of the three people, including the director. But as far as I understand, the original like movie, the point of like the Lord of the Rings is the fact that the villains is a classic evil. He's literally like Satan, and then the what's it called the protagonists are the classic good guys. So in that sense, the villain was just like the classic evil, was not much fleshed out about them. So it obviously would be more interesting because like you genuinely don't know what this guy is up to. Like he has pure aura, you know. Yeah, he has pure aura. Just like it would be more boring if like they flashed out his background and like what he's into, you know. If they were like, yeah, I'm actually, you know, I actually do know decent amount of like lore about Lord of the Rings, even though I didn't watch it, because I've watched a bunch of like explained videos about the Silmarillion and the like, where I know the background story of the main evil guy. I know who's Gandalf is, as like Gandalf is like essentially an angel. I know that the what's his name, the I know the Galadriel background and the fall of the man, and how the last of the reason the last of the king is the Aragorn. That's his name, right? He's the last in the king's line, and that he's like technically immortal because of it. And I know it all purely through the fact that I watched a bunch of fucking videos explaining Lord of the Rings. God note. I've been really struggling with this, but so one of the things that I do want to talk about Back to the Future, in the sense that like the Marty's mom is super horny for him when they're young, because like I genuinely did not remember just how, or maybe because I was a kid I didn't notice, because I was like, oh well, like I kind of understood that she was into him. I didn't understand just how much she was into him, because like he's like having dinner in their house, right? And she sits next to him, and and then she goes like, Mom, he's like out of town. Do you think he could stay the night? Because that hit him with the car. Do you think he could stay the night, specifically in my room? And then they pan down where she grabbing Marty's thigh because she wants to get fucked. She wants to get like fucking raw dogged, okay? She wants that Schmeat. and it just like, I was like, wow, she's like I was watching that clip and I was like, wow, that is like insane. This is when I come back. But that's exactly what. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's so like when I was rewatching the clip of like Marty's mom being thirsty for Marty, I was legitimately like, wow, this is like insane. Like she wants the Schmied bad. She's like crazy for it. Like that genuinely that was like, what the fuck? Like. I mean, I don't know, because like when I watched it as a kid, I saw like I kind of understood that she liked him, but I just didn't understand how much she liked him until I watched it now. And the original Balrog? Oh, yeah, can I see it? Let me Lord of the Rings original Balrog. Like do you mean Conan the Barbarian? Like, do you mean the original from the movies, or do you mean the original from the books? Because from the movies, I'm seeing just the classic. Him was like the. I. What do you mean Conan in general? Yeah. Yeah, because that's the only one I do know. Was there like a different version as well? Wait. KJ, what do you mean by Conan? And isn't there sequels to the original? I want to see the original. Which one are you talking about? Like Conan in general. What do you mean? The Conan the Barbarian? Because that's like that used to be a books, and then they made it into a movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Yeah, like originally it's a book. I actually did read one Conan the Barbarian book. And it was kind of dope. It was kind of interesting. Like and I think as a kid I watched the one of the Schwarzenegger movies, but I don't remember it. I genuinely like by now it's not really in my memory. But I did watch I did read one Conan the Barbarian book, which was pretty cool actually. It was a cool book. Did you know that Conan Barbarian books are technically taking place in Lovecraftian universe? Because Conan the Barbarian creator and Howard Lovecraft were actually like friends or pen pals. I don't know which one's better. Okay. Ah, goddamn it. Ooh. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Wait, the guy who made Primal, do you mean Gendy Tartakovsky, the guy who made Samurai Jack, or do you mean like some other guy related to Primal? Because I feel like if it's Gendy Tartakovsky, it's very interesting. It's a very good choice. Yeah. Yeah, all Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, he has a very wide resume, mostly with animated movies. He also tried to make that movie about a dog trying to fuck or something. Like there's a movie that he was trying to fund because there's a movie where he like a dog is about to get castrated, so it wants to go down one last time. That's an actual movie. Oh. Yeah, that's very unusual. It's a weird thing that like he was like 39's a true art, and it's like the fucking, and it's about the fucking dog trying to go fuck in town or something. It's very unusual, I would say. God damn it. Lucky for me, they put like this fucking essentially invincible barrier in the middle, so I can kind of like I can do this shit like in Dead by Daylight. Oop. Just keep running around. What? I don't even know what hit me there. But yeah, I mean, oh right, Gendy Tarakovsky was also responsible for the Hotel Transylvania. I completely forgot that. He was responsible for Hotel Transylvania. Yeah. I don't know how to say it. It's a the oh the fact that there is such thing as a golden like a rare golden glitter version of a stress toy is saying something about our society that I don't want to acknowledge. Son of a bitch. It's a little bit depressing. I also realized my fucking thing doesn't work right now. But I do like those squeeze toys because here's the thing. I don't think they should be making them into shape of dumpling because like every time I had like a squeeze toy like that, I kind of wanted to buy it in the first place. So like if they made one in the shape of dumpling, it would encourage me even more to eat it. Okay, so it's locked here. Okay. This was the right way, right direction. But yeah, I get being bored because of joblessness. I'm oh god, it's worse. It's worse. No, because the squeeze toys, I remember seeing that it was like a trend on TikTok or whatever, where they were like look, I pulled out this fucking squeeze toy and it's a rare one. Whoa! And people were like were trying to like fucking trade those. Trying to upsell people on it, like they would like buy out inside stock. But Italian brain rot trading cards is actually even worse. It's wow. Not only you took the Italian the trading card craze to the next level. Not only you're jumping into the trading card craze, you're also jumping in onto Italian brain rot, which is somehow worse. I actually do hate it. But do you know what I don't hate? And I kind of find it funny. The guy who made Tongton Shagur is suing the Fortnite people for using Tongton Shagur. And now they're doing like a legal lawsuit over it, which to be very fair, well, number one, to Fortnite people, because they've been getting sued constantly for like stuff that you kind of cannot sue for. For example, like dance moves that like technically are not like were not copyrighted. Like yeah, you dance this first, but then like, you know. But like multiple the Tang Shagur guy, at least apparently the first guy to make Tang Shagur was actually fucking was actually very protective apparently of people using Tang Shagur license. So he was like trying to like his lawyers been doing it for a while now. It's just like the Fortnite people are like the largest case. The largest case of it. Like before it was like, you know, some guy selling Tang Shagur merch and like this guy is like not on my watch and like ask for their fucking profits. But now it's like the Fortnite people, which is more, you know, more impressive. Even so, before, Fortnite people were already got sued for like dances, for like emotes, you know, like the TikTok dance and shit. Well, because it wasn't CGI character in the first place. It was originally made by fucking AI. So, like, if the guy made Tang Shagur in Blender first, right? If he made Tang Shagur in Blender, then he would actually have like a decent claim to it, because it was a proper property of his. He put like, he's essentially like an artist that drawn the like Tang Shagur and then like didn't receive the profits, right? When a bigger company is using his intellectual property. But the thing is, Tang Shagur is originally an AI creation. It was created by AI. Guy asked AI make Tang Shagur, and that's what came that's what came out. And now he's claiming that the AI thing that he like asked Grok to make between putting himself in bikini, he asked Grok to make Tang Shagur. Yeah, like it's not Skibidi Toilet, for example, because Skibidi Toilet is like it is like made in 3D. So if like it was included in Fortnite thing, it would be like viewable offense. But like Tang Shagur is AI, and court already I think ruled before that AI doesn't like asking AI to make something is like you can't copyright that shit, because essentially if you ask AI to do it, you didn't do it. Like it's like that monkey taking the picture thing. Like essentially there was like case where an artist got his camera stolen by a monkey, then he found the camera again and then like uploaded the pictures, and then the pictures started to get used because like essentially the monkey was taking the pictures and not the artist. And then he sued people for using the picture that monkey took, and then the court ruled in favor of the people using the image, because they essentially said like, for it to be copyrightable image, it needs to be created by human hands and not made by like an outside action. So you can't like have a monkey take a picture. You can like, it has to be initiated by humans squeezing the trigger. And so in the same realm, AI is not a person. Asking AI to make something is like is not equal copyright. So in that sense, the guy who make Tangtan Shagur doesn't have a copyright claim to make against Fortnite people. Yeah, I never watched Skibidi Toilet, but like if Skibidi Toilet was included in Fortnite, and Fortnite and the guy was trying to sue Fortnite because they didn't pay him for it, they would have a case. The Skibidi Toilet guy would have a case, but Tang Tang Shagur is literally like AI making stuff, so you cannot sue. You can't sue for AI making the picture. Yeah, you can't sue for the picture AI make. I mean, and so because of that, I don't think the guy gonna win against Fortnite people. Not gonna lie. And obviously I support, in this case I'm supporting Fortnite people. Yes, I did. And I assume the Glitch Studios was getting paid for it because it wasn't fucking brain rot. It wasn't made by AI. It was made by a human being animating this shit. So obviously they had to pay money to the Glitch Studio for use of amazing the digital circus. Versus the AI guy who was asking Grok to put him in a bikini and got Tangdon Shagur, and then like he doesn't have anything to like, doesn't have a, it's public domain essentially. Oh shit. No, it's not gonna be a boss monster here. I don't think so. It's not a boss. It's just these annoying guys, which is different. But what I was gonna say is that yeah, so surprisingly I'm actually on Fortnite. I'm on Fortnite side for this. Like Fortnite was using a free copyright free license, and so they deserve to like use Tung Tung Shagur as much as they want to. Like the guy doesn't have a case against the Fortnite people. Because they're in the right and he's a stupid fucking brain rot idiot. I had something else to say between that, but I kind of forget that. Oh. Essentially, copyrighting AI images is equivalent to like, it's equivalent to like me copyrighting like white noise. You know, if I had like a white noise filter over this game and I copyrighted the specific white noise patterns that was being made, like that's literally impossible to do. And it's impossible to prove that this white noise that I made was like a fucking man-made, you know. Using AI to vibe code games because they didn't go into programming school, or generate some images because they don't have the skill and talent in their hand. But I will have a problem the moment any of them claim it's original handmade art. I'm independent, so like, number one, if you're fuck, what? Oh, I'm trying to figure out who I'm dealing with. So like, I don't know, it depends. Generally right now, as things going, and with everything that's going on in like everything that's going on with our planet because of AI, I actually do mind if somebody is using Grok to wipe code or make the AI images. Okay, I actually do mind because it's actually poisonous to the planet right now. Like quite literally, like it's not exaggeration to say we're suffering right now through the worst heat wave possible in like both west and east of this planet, and it's like, and it's getting worse and worse. It's right now it's like 30 degrees outside. I don't like an AI is partially responsible for it. I want AI artists to burn in hell for it. That's number one. That's number one point that I'm making. So yeah, I do actually kind of mind in that sense. And the second point, like, be it like early 2020 when AI just started to come out, and like somebody was like, guess what, I get to like wipe code with this, and it was like I would kind of like be less about it. Exactly. So in that sense, like I like I don't want vibe coders, because like essentially the more people use AI and proves that it somehow can be used, the more our planet is dying, and I kind of don't want this right now, you know. And in the same regard, um fuck. In the same regard, it's also about like what's it called? So yeah, the AI is right now heating up the planet. So kind of like I do mind AI pictures, like be it like 10 years earlier. Not 10, like AI has not been existing for 10 years. Be it like 15 years earlier, I would kind of be like, okay, fine, whatever. But like now I kind of like, you know, I'm kind of getting very annoyed by AI existence. Like now I actually want AI exist as little as possible. I want literally to destroy data centers. And in the same regard, it's also about like, here's the thing. If you want to make a game, okay, and you didn't go to a programming school to learn programming, or you want to make an image, but you didn't go to the art school to learn drawing, then fucking learn. Then learn to draw and code. Yeah, that's also true. But what I'm saying is that like if you didn't go to the art school to draw and you didn't go to programming school to program, guess what? You can still fucking learn. There's literally free resources everywhere. I'm right now learning to program as we well, not as we speak, but like every Sunday I do a stream where I learn programming. I every Sunday learn to draw. Before that, I was doing Blender courses where I was learning to make fucking 3D models because I wanted to improve my skills in 3D model making. Like if you want to make something and you don't have the skills right now, then fucking learn. If you want to make something but you don't want to put effort into making it, then you don't want to fucking make something. Then you clearly just don't fucking want to do anything. You just want instant fucking reward without like putting in effort. Shut the fuck up. Just fucking learn to do it. Learn to program. Learn to draw. You can do it. Millions of people before you were learning to draw and program before, and now you can too. Fucking I genuinely like, if you want to make a game but you cannot fucking code, learn. There is free courses online. I'm learning through. I didn't spend a dime on fucking courses, and I'm doing it for fucking free. Um. Well, it's you're. Are you on climate denial, Mackenzie, in general, or are you just talking about like data centers in general right now are not making as much of an environmental? Mackenzie, are you on general climate change denial right now, or are you talking about like simply don't exaggerate the scale that data centers are putting in? Because in general speaking, it is true that we're not putting in like we're not. Well, Warren's absolutely a thing, but AI data center aren't even one of. Okay, like here's the thing: AI data centers are kind of just adding to the problem. It's kind of like saying, well, you see, one matchstick wouldn't like wouldn't set your entire house on fire, but then you have like one matchstick and you have an open gas and you have a fucking flammable rags in the corner and you have like a I don't know, like a Christmas tree from 2 years ago, and now you kind of see the problem. Your house is very flammable right now, and you already have a matchstick. Like that's the thing. Like AI data centers is just one of many things that we need to solve in order to prevent global warming. In fact, right now as we speak, we need to like fucking be actively preventing global warming. Like air clean evanescent, just heat. Temperature is almost zero issue. It's toxins and the gas melding into the atmosphere that most contributes to global warming. The power plants powering them are a different story, depending on their source of generation. Well, the thing is, most power plants powering them is either coal, gas, or nuclear energy. Either way, they're also sending, by the way, Mackenzie, they're also sending water into the atmosphere, by the way. They're sending water into the atmosphere, which improves, not improves, increases the greenhouse effect. Okay, it's not really helping with entire global thing. And also, by the way, saying that like it depends on what they're powered on. It is like saying essentially my car is my car is green as long as we don't put gas in the tank. As long as there's no gas in the tank, it's green and it runs on fucking green energy of me pushing it with my feet. But like as soon as you put gas in the car, that's when it's bad. So in that sense, most data centers aren't actually green and safe because of what they're powered by. It's like saying that like they're green as long as you don't count the source of energy it comes from. That's kind of like, you know, again, it's like saying I'm vegan as long as you don't count all the cows I eat. As long as you don't count all the meat I ate in my life, I'm technically been vegan my entire life, you know. Mackenzie, I'm not trying to lecture you. Just saying this. Like I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm just trying to be like. It just seems like a cop out blame this data centers and AI when they aren't even notable fraction of the world's power consumption. Well, right now they are actually. I mean, right now they are like fucking. Which data centers they were trying to build in like fucking Minnesota or something, where it's like where it's literally would require more power than entirety of New York City. Like they were trying to build like a data center that would like require more power per hour than like entire city. So like, you know. Like, are they on a world scale? No, but they are on like a city scale, which is already kind of dangerous, you know. Data largest data center in world power consumption. It is funny that I'm like right now, like, gonna use AI result to get my answer. Switch Citadel campus in Reno, Nevada is currently recognized as the largest operating data centers by power capacity, boasting 650 milliwatts of power capacity across the 7.2 million square foot facility. Our China Telecom's Inner Mongolia Information Park in Honhot is frequently cited as a large by physical footprint, 10 million square feet, and historical energy consumption of 100. Okay, how much is 650 milliwatt? How much energy? It's megawatt. Okay. How much energy? How much energy in proportion to city? I guess. Installed capacity powers a medium-sized city, approximately 250 to 300 residents in developed nations, depending on heavily located energy. Average demand in main developed cities, average per capita electricity use corresponds to roughly 1 to. So they're essentially using a medium-sized city. They're making a medium-sized city, and that's like the largest right now. Okay, so what else is there? Gotta wait and see if anything happens there. Wait, hold up. It just seems like part of the problem is that the wrong parts of the world are focusing on ecological behavior. It doesn't matter if the 75% of the world is 10% of the global pollution tries to reduce themselves to zero. If the 25% that generates 90% of the global pollution generation doesn't give a damn, let their people eat straight dog. You can't be saying that. You can't, dude. You can't be saying that. If they power it with hydro or solar panel, it'd be fine. Not exactly, because number one, if they power it with solar panels, it still means pollution, because making those solar panels isn't exactly green. If you make those solar panels, I would prefer them to be used to power a city instead of a fucking data center. If you're gonna use all of those solar panels to power something, power a city, instead of powering a AI data center. Instead of making grok, put me in bikini. You know, just because I shouldn't say it doesn't mean it's not true. It's not exactly. I mean, like, it's a very like a racist cop out, Czech, not gonna lie. Like the ideas that the people, they're eating stray dogs and cats. That's it's hey, if the process are also processes are also powered by solar, then it's pretty green, assuming proper chemical disposal and treatment practices are upheld. But they're not upheld. It's a snowballing effect. The more you do it, the greener it'll get. It will not get greener if it's only used for fucking for data center. But will that happen? Extremely unlikely. Oil barons want dollar. That's part of it. Like it's not green, because like even if they use solar to power the data center, it still powers the data center. It's not going to your grid, so it's not gonna be green. You're still having a net negative. And also, like, producing the data centers is also a negative because of the ways that they make. And also, by the way, this is kind of like to Czech thing. We demand the data centers. We demand the fucking labubus and whatever. We demand the plastic and trash. And guess who's making them? China, India, the poor countries, okay? The poor countries are 90% are polluting 90% of the world for our pleasure. The only reason we're not producing 10% waste is because we're not making the shit, okay? If we had to make the shit that we're buying, then yes, there would be like, then we would be making 50% of the global pollution because we are wanting it. We want the bullshit, okay? The dumpling things that you bought, that was made in China. Okay, and guess what? That means that you're the one contributing to the ecological thing because you're buying the shit from China. Until everything is powered by solars and what XD. But really, fusion is getting pretty close. Yeah, like fusion been a pipe dream for a while, and I hope it's gonna get. Yeah, we're gonna get it at certain point in time. Son of a bitch. Like check the reason, it's a very cop-out answer of like, well, China pollutes 50% of the planet and we're not doing anything about it because China pollutes it on our behalf. We're asking them to do this, you know? It's like it's like me paying a guy to like kill my neighbor and then after he kills the neighbor I go like, why would he do that? Okay, like, oh, can't imagine. They're providing for half the planet though. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Mackenzie. What? Like which part are you? What are you mentioning? No, I don't know. I know what I was talking about, but I don't know if it's like what you said was related to what I was saying. Because like I was saying that yeah, they're providing shit for us, you know. I was saying that like the reason Chinese are polluting, making like 90% of pollution instead of our 10% is because they're making it on our behalf, you know. Well, like if they didn't need to like produce shit on our behalf, then like they would also be like net zero. You know, and they also would be going like fucking net zero right now. That was my point. Like if you're saying like they're polluting it on behalf of 50%, yeah, they're 50% us, the Western countries, and not Western countries too. Like they're providing it on everybody's behalf actually. Damn, these guys are pissing me off. Like Mackenzie, I remember. Yep, anyone participating in the trade of the or world economy is equally responsible for all negative and positive effects in the respective societies. It's global. Yes, yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. So saying that like, oh, like the reason. Like China is bad because they're producing like 90% of pollution. It's like saying like, you know, my neighbor, the assassin I hired is bad for killing my neighbor when I was the one who hired him, you know. Like I literally hired the guy and now I'm complaining that he's doing his fucking job too well. It's like when I was talking about the fact that essentially I I fell into the idea that we live in the 40k world before 40k even starts. Humanity won't survive till the next century, or at least not next millennium. I admit that my blame shifting thinking process was wrong. Okay, I mean, well, we did kind of fell into absolute dogshit scenario right now because right now, to be fair, here's the thing. We're 40k fans, right? But like 40k is not even like the best example of what's going on right now. What's going on right now is cyberpunk. We're literally in the we're literally in like the neuromancer slash like cyberpunk 2077 timeline. Corporations are taking over more and more. Government is doing less and less. And they're becoming more and more of a puppets of the corporate overlord. It's all and it all boils down into the poorest of the poor eating dogs and cats, and the richest of the rich getting to eat the fucking Wagyu beef every single day without flying it directly out of Japan on the private jet, you know. We're not in 40k pipeline right now. Some say cyberpunk, some say Back to the Future 2 present, others say idiocracy. It is Back to the Future as well, yeah. Except the Americans, they seem to want to invade and attack everyone randomly, especially the allies. Well, that was the cyberpunk thing. Cyberpunk, part of the cyberpunk was the corporate wars. Because one of the reasons that US is attacking right now, like literally everybody, is partially because they're essentially trying to, they're bought out by big like US government contractors. Like they're quite literally getting paid for the war by people who want the war to continue. Like the fucking BlackRock and the like. BlackRock and what was it? Not Boeing, but Boeing is one of them. Like defense contractors are literally paying money to like politicians in order to keep the war going, because they're essentially want Israel to be used as like a testing ground for all the toys. Like they have bunch of toys. They have bunch of toys that they want to test out. And how do you test them out? Well, you send them out in the field. And how do you send them in the field? Well, you attack people. I feel so happy for once in my life to be born in a small insignificant country. Nobody country in the world. That's how they get you, actually. By being an insignificant country, they actually get you even harder, dude. Politicians are still idiots, though. Well, like, I was born in a very small insignificant country. I was born in the fucking Ukraine. Okay, and guess what? My country will still get fucking attacked by its own neighbor. Because we just wanted to get like a deal with... Fuck. Because we just wanted to have a deal with Europe. We didn't even want to be like part of like European Union or NATO. We just want to have like a trade deal. We want to have one trade deal and they fucking attacked us. We asked the neighbor for sugar and the other neighbor started punching us because we were colluding apparently. Like being in insignificant country is not a safe space. Okay, they're gonna get you either way. I'm losing my mind. Well, that is very doomer. Yes, I will call you. I will call you doomer for that, because I do still believe in humanity's greatness. I just believe that right now we're in a roadblock that we still can solve. Right now we're in the darkest hour, and in the darkest hour, the light of hope shines the brightness. Okay, that's my thought process of it. I think we still have a chance. Not all is lost, okay? Got him. In fact, that's how the like the that's how it all gets you. Like how we would rather make new roadblocks and solve those. I think this is how they actually get you. They make you believe that everything is lost, all hope, everything is bad. So you just continue consume the gruel and not think about it. Okay? But like the only true way to solve everything is just to the only way to truly solve something is just to be hopeful about what's going on. Because right now you believe that all is lost, you know, and that's how they get you. You think it's all is lost, so you just stay in your corner, do nothing, and then what happens is that they're gonna get your ass. Because you thought that like it can't get any worse, but guess what? It always can get worse. Also, my hand is fucking glitching out on my model and it's pissing me off. Like apathy is the thing that they want you to have. The quote, the dog himself can't imagine hell being much worse. Well, he was talking about the towns that they were living in, but sure. To quote, your eyes are going a little wild today. I think I just need the light. Because I'm right now getting illuminated by like because right now I'm getting, well, number one, because I'm kind of like dodging. I am dodging between like the left and right screen constantly. But it's also about the lighting because like because it's summer, I try to keep my window open, right? But because I'm trying to keep my window open, I'm not turning on the lights. So what's the story in this game? Aliens attacked Earth. We went from Earth, attacked them back. We killed one guy. Turns out nothing is solved yet. So we attack. So now we attack their headquarters. In the middle of that, we got captured, turned into a robot, escaped before they could reprogram our brain, and yeah, Doomba is instead of hell, it's aliens. Kind of that's also. We escaped before they could reprogram us, and now we're gonna like annihilate some fucking Xeno scum. Okay. But yeah, my eyes were going. I think partially the reason my eyes were going wild is because I keep dodging from left to right constantly. Like I'm trying to read text and also like follow what's going on in the game constantly. But it's also partially was about the lighting because essentially because it's summer. I assumed you played Dark Age DLC. Is it any good? I didn't play Dark Age DLC yet. I only played the Dark Age main story. I don't know. I don't know the DLC yet. I'm probably, if I'm gonna be playing Dark Age DLC, how long do you think it takes some to be decent at it? Depending how good you are in shooting games. Some characters it's more of a fighting game, so it's like if you're really good at fighting games, you're gonna fucking love Spider-Man, Rogue, or Magic. Okay, but if you're good at shooting, you're gonna like hit scan characters. So like example, Hela, Phoenix, Cyclops. Sometimes if you want to be like a brawler kind of guy, it's gonna be Hulk or Mr. Fantastic is a brawler. The Thing is a brawler. Or you can also like heal or just be like a shield tank. In which case it's like in between. It's mostly like maneuvering and stuff. But to be decent at it, it's really like depends on how good you are generally in games. It's gonna be it's gonna be a different ride. Like you can climb really quickly or you climb really slowly. I'm right now struggling to get past Grandmaster rank, which is like third highest rank in Marvel Rivals, so it's like it's a different ball game. But at least to get to platinum, you could probably do it quickly as long as you're decent in games in general. And just don't keep yourself stressed out. The key part about it, don't keep yourself stressed out. In fact, climbing the ranks is relatively easy because, like, as long as you're keeping win rate above like if you have like 2 wins to 1 loss, you're gonna rank up pretty quickly. If you have like 1 win 1 loss, you're gonna rank up slowly. I played Cyberpunk Edge Runners collab in Wizard and Waves last month. Wait, what? Pretty decent. Some people say it's good enough to be 11th episode, but I think it's serviceable. I never heard of what is Wizard and Waves. They have a collab with Edge Runners specifically. Also, again, didn't play DLC, but I am thinking like we're probably gonna be playing DLC in we're probably gonna be playing DLC in the. It's an action role-playing video game developed by Kuro Studio. Oh yeah, I remember they did have a collab. Okay, that's weird. Huh. Never heard of it. Okay. Well, I'm not much of a gacha player myself, so you know, I'm staying away from those. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be playing the DLC for Dark Ages sometime. Maybe when we're over with Quake 4. But probably by the time we're over with the Quake 4, I'm gonna have like very little time before I'm going. In August. Like next month, starting from 3rd, I'm going on a little mini vacation. I'm visiting my parents in France. I'm visiting my parents, and so because I'm visiting my parents, I'm gonna be away from computer in general for like 10 days. I know what the tragedy. 10 days, no video games. Wow. But yeah, I'm gonna be away for 10 days, so it's gonna be so it's maybe it's gonna be after I'm done with the vacation. To be fair, I played for the story because unlike Genshin, it's actually good after you get through the Ify Act 1 nation quests. So that has truly been the most humbling experience ever, as weird as it sounds. But after I stopped whining about my teammates being bad, I learned that I was the bad one, and I actually started winning more. So I think I have a good mindset for Marvel. No more game stream for Dame Day. This is unacceptable. I know, Mackenzie. I know. 10 days next month. Hey, it's less than last time I took vacation, because last time I was visiting a friend, just visiting a friend in Italy, and oh, I can't even see the message. Brain rotted from League of Legends damage inflation. RL phone stream or back a spot. No, it's my parents' house. Like I'm just in my parents' house. So no IRL stream. Sorry. And they didn't even like finish the house yet. Like I'm going there partially for we're like doing like legal work. We're partially just gonna be doing like some legal work as well. And so they were like, well, you're gonna take like a vacation for 10 days, and we're gonna be doing some legal work because I'm a special little boy who gets written into the will. Okay, we're doing the will thing. They're writing me into their will. And But it's gonna be like less. Well, I haven't much League, but yes, seems suspicious. What do you mean seems suspicious? I was going to my parents' house for them writing me into their will. Seems suspicious. Like, well, it's not simply a will. Okay, it's like a little bit more complicated than just like will signing, because like obviously if you have a will, you don't particularly need the other person to know about it. It's gonna be a little bit more complicated than that, but it's mostly because essentially they're to say the least, they're planning to leave the house to me, and in order to leave the house to me with as little with me not having to pay absurd taxes on it, we're gonna be doing legal loopholes that are only reserved for the rich. And I never expected to actually be doing those, not gonna lie. Is it just me, or being on the internet cause people to stew in their own hate? Yes, kind of. I think there was like a study where essentially they found out that people aren't actually more toxic on the internet. It's just the most toxic people you know get more toxic on the internet. Like people who are polite in real life get more polite on the internet, and people who get toxic on the internet get more toxic on the internet. So like it's mostly just an amplification device. It's not that there's more toxicity, it's just like the most toxic people get an outlet. Why is the internet different from real life? People, I mean, up until recent years, it used to be anonymous. Face-to-face filter gets removed on the internet. Yes. Up until recently, it's been anonymity, you know. Look in the screen in real life. I'm texting on the phone in real life. Yeah, but up until recently, internet used to be anonymous. So like you couldn't just tie in your face and name to an account. You could just be like an unknown saying kill yourself and die, and people wouldn't like know who you are. But now so much stuff is connected that people can actually find out who you are pretty quickly. Don't have to worry about being punched in the face for hating someone's opinion. Yeah, that is also true. If a person is already toxic and now they can like unleash their toxicity without fearing recourse, that's essentially the thing. Which to be fair, the right to be anonymous on the internet has been getting removed more and more as time went on, as time going on. Like right now, you have to like sign in with your asshole to Twitter in order to be like a real person. I wouldn't want to be around them IRL. Yeah, but you probably aren't around them IRL. Because again, as I said before, it's like the most toxic person you know gets more toxic on the internet, and the nicest person you know gets equally as nice on the internet. So it's more of like a, if you know a really shitty person, which apparently you don't, if you don't know them, you know, what world we live in. Yes, like if you know a shitty person in real life, right, and then they're being shitty, then they're gonna be equally shitty on the internet, and not having a recourse of them like getting punched in the face, that's gonna just amplify it. But obviously nobody wants to be around them. That's why they're always in like a niche fucking community. That's why it's always 4chan and the like, you know. It's always like it's always on r/Black Templars, you know. They're always in the niches communities, and they communicate with only themselves, and they stew in their little like hate groups. They stew and they sniff their own farts and they go, yummy, somebody had beans today. Yeah, I guess so. So in that regard, you're not next to average Kiwi Farms users often, and you're not next to a 4chan user as well. You know, you don't often go come up to a person and they're all like, don't you? I don't know what the fuck did they say. I don't know. I'm too dissociated. I was close to getting caught in that like loop of like hating on people, and then I didn't. No thanks to the British government, nothing personal, who are arguing for internet to not be a reliably safe place for of anonymity for the sake of monitoring people. They say protecting children, but frankly I don't buy into the excuses these days. And you shouldn't, because it's never protecting children. I had like a rant about this before. It's always, they always say that they're trying to protect kids some sort of way, but it's always bullshit. It's always a lie. It's like it's like the what's it called? It's like the rock music fears and video game fears and so on and so forth. They always say they're trying to protect children with banning video games and banning rock music, but it never works. It never saves children. It just makes you a little bit more miserable, and that's what they're doing. They're just trying to make you miserable and take away a little bit more of your rights every single day. And that's what the protecting children acts do. It's not about actually protecting children. They don't give a fuck about children, okay? They probably molested like 10 children before breakfast. What they care about is you not having your rights. Is you not being able to say, hey, I don't think we should be attacking Palestine and Iran for no other reason than Israel really wants to kill Arabs. And then they go, what are you, anti-Semitic? To jail with you. And that's what happens. They just want to erode your rights. In fact, they already like in UK they don't have like free speech laws. In a lot of countries they don't have it. But essentially free speech laws should protect you from like you said something and then they jail you for it, right? It's bad enough that companies are allowed to invasively shove their buy me propaganda in your face. We don't need government controlling our speech on say anonymous platforms. But yeah, that's essentially it. They want to control. They don't simply want to control you. They want you, like you typed, hey, I don't think Israel killing Palestinian children is a good thing. And they want to get the message about you saying that and put you in jail for it. That's what they want to do, because they're already doing this to like protesters. There have been like protests in UK about the fact that like, well, Israel is killing children, okay? And what happens during those protests? They grab the protesters and put them to jail because they fucking don't like what you said, okay? And now what they want to do is essentially you said it online and they still put you to jail because, well, guess what? You saying it online, who says you're not fucking danger to a local synagogue? Because they're fucking horrible human beings. And all of that thanks to the act that was supposed to protect children. But it only helps Israel to kill more children. That's the entire point of it. They want Israel to kill children, so they will say that they want to protect children to get your rights away. Should we avoid the British patriots fighting against immigration talk? It's all over the world. They all want to. It's the sign of. I remember the British government made shitty game, and then everyone thirst after the villain because she was a goslow. What game? What game was it? Also, I need to grab some water because my throat is fucked. I've been talking in relatively loud voice entire stream, and I'm very my throat, my voice is going away. I think it's fucking crazy. Oh. Okay. But I don't remember. I don't remember the game. It's called Pathways. Let me check it out real quick. Let me check it out. I need to see the ghost, okay? It was weird visual novel quiz game, right? Ooh. Visual novel quiz game? Pathways. Propaganda game. Oh, I've seen this game before. Oh. Yeah, they were thirsty after the villain. Okay, let me read one of the texts. Amelia spoke of a gathering that had been organized by a small political group. They would come together to protest the change that Britain has been through in the last few years and the erosion of British values. Always falls on his face. People get arrested for picking the logical answer. This art style looks like those Google ads. It looks exactly like Google ads. She looks like the Duolingo ghost chick. She's not that bad. I have no idea, but that would be insane, lol. But what logical answer? Because it looks like she was like her propaganda was the be nice to immigrants when they were still doing this stuff. The game docks you to British government. That doesn't sound out of line, to be fair. Them doxing you to British government for that doesn't sound out of line. But also, like, if I'm playing in Germany, what are they gonna do, you know? To be fair, so here's the thing. Oop. Fuck. Here's the thing. The anti-immigrant thing going on in British patriots being against immigrants is the fact that number one, they're not patriots because they believe that UK is so weak that it's gonna collapse from the immigrants. Even so that they number one, they created a lot of those immigrants, you know, like a lot of the people who immigrate from other countries are there because Britain fucking invaded them first and made it the fucking shithole. Like very, very hypocritical of them, obviously. But beyond that, it's also about the fact that it's always during the worst times people pick the immigrants, the other, as the scapegoat without thinking about the fact that that maybe they are the problem. In the sense of the British patriot guys, patriot in quotation marks, they don't think that perhaps it's their party that's the problem, their inept fucking government that's the problem, and not like couple immigrants showing up, you know, increasing their gene pool from like 3 goat fuckers to 1 not goat fucker. Okay, hold up. Let's save here. Goddamn. You know, there was like a little bit of a brain dead response, I remember, where it was like essentially in response to the immigration problem. The one, I think it was one of the German politicians who was like saying essentially like, well, we do have a well, our population is declining in Germany, so we kind of need to like increase the amount of people, so increase the amount of people and specifically take people from like the nations that are fucking, you know. But it was a very dumb thing to say. Because number one, that doesn't satisfy anybody, and number two, by the way, population levels are declining fucking everywhere in developing and developed countries. Like it just in developing countries, it looks a little bit more. It looks like they fucking a little bit more, but overall it seems to be the case for everybody, where everybody's not fucking and not having a good time. Can't believe I'm fighting fucking boss after boss after boss. What the fuck is going on? Okay, are we done? Jesus fuck. Finally. I've been on this fucking level for an hour. Oh, Christ. Crikey. Holy shit. Finally. But what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I must admit to being envious.
I'm not for immigration bad completely, but I am for the thought that people should be allowed in without wait. I am for the thought that people should not be allowed in without paperwork and be checked for criminal records, because I am of the opinion that most of the time people don't run away from their home countries just to seek better life. Some just do it to escape accountability and do their stuff elsewhere. You're there is a couple caveats. Number one, for example, I am an immigrant right now. Okay, I'm Ukrainian immigrant from Ukraine. Okay, and Germany cannot really do a paperwork with me right now, right? Like they gave me a visa, right, and they constantly continued my visa without like checking anything, for as long as the war was going on. And if they wanted to check on my background, even so, like they wouldn't find anything, they literally can't, because they need to send the fucking send it to Ukraine, a country at war, right? They need to go to a country at war and be like, hey, do you have this guy? And then Ukraine will say, maybe I check in like when the war is over. And in the same regard, and also, by the way, like Ukraine cannot Ukraine cannot even give my information, because they don't even fucking know that I exist. My grandma once talked that like essentially like some of the army guys came to like her house to like see if I'm there, but they talked about like my other name. I changed my name when I turned 16 to like my mother's maiden name instead of my father's, because I'm not a friend of his, to be fair. And my like the army guys came in and checked for like a fucking wrong name. Okay. And it wasn't like like go to the war immediately thing. It was like to check about my health, you know, like to see if I'm fit for the military, and like I was in the country, you know. But so in that regard, you cannot really check the paperwork in the countries that are at war, you know. A lot of immigrants that are seeking a better life are too poor to get on a flight and just fly out, right? That's why there's like refugee boats, you know. That's why they're called refugees. They're on fucking boats. They're trying to literally swim across the ocean, yeah, no, across like the sea, you know. So it's difficult for them to do that. And so in that case, it's difficult to do immigration. Well, difficult to do like paperwork and check about them. So will there be like people who try to run away from their like bad past in that sense? Yes, but there's most likely more people who are desperate to like live a better, like they're so desperate to live a better life, they literally get on a boat that might sink and they all just drown at sea. um in the same regard, there was actually a case in Australia where a woman was accused of, well, she sent sexual stuff to minors. Okay. um and before she could even be prosecuted, she just flew out of Australia and into, I think, UK, totally illegally. There wasn't like a warrant out of her arrest. She was like still on trial, but she flew out totally illegally. Okay. And like she lives in UK, right? And in that sense, I think you would need to look out for people like that more than a refugee seeking better life, because he totally illegally escaped justice system. Okay, she didn't need to go on the boat in the dead of night. She just got on a plane and flew from Australia to England, and there isn't nothing that Australia can do, and she's probably out there sexually harassing minors still. So in that regard, uh, my opinion is that like refugees, if they're seeking a better life, need to be integrated as much as possible into society. There's been a lot of documentaries about like how essentially one of the problems with refugee crises is that government will bring refugees to like a fucking a shack away from the main city. Okay, essentially a ghetto, quite literally a ghetto. And they bring them there, and they live there. They're monitored by the government, right? And eventually they'll become like UK citizens. But while they're getting monitored by the government, I just don't think that the process should be lenient to the point person can walk into your country and take someone's head off. Well, okay, that's kind of what the point I was making. Essentially, when you essentially put a bunch of these people in a ghetto, right? When you put a bunch of these people in a ghetto and like they're all like surrounded, they're only surrounded by people in the same situation as them. What you're creating is a community that is gonna become isolationist. What happens is those people are more likely to hang out around themselves, talk only to themselves. They're not going to be integrated into your country. They're not going to be friends with everybody local. They're not going to be friends with people at work. They're just going to come back to their ghetto and talk only with people among themselves. And what that creates is like, have you ever seen those like Arab guys who are like super conservative and they're talking about how like how they like literally like trying to convert people to like Islam because they like they're being like very pushy about Islam. Like you create those guys. You create those guys and you create the people who like try to cut off other person with a fucking head off. Because essentially what you're doing is allowing these kind of people to brew in those ghettos. What you need to do is take like every refugee and put them surrounded by like at least 10 like locals, 10 local UK people, okay? So they can integrate, like they assimilate the culture. They talk to people with people from the country instead of with their own like niche community. And that's how you combat the people who are like trying to like chop the guy's head off. because they're gonna be surrounded by people that look exactly like the guy who chopped the other guy who had his head chopped off, and you will have a better community. You'll have a better society. Also, again, as I said, like the voting process is gonna be difficult. Like there is an argument that like the big problem, in my opinion, is mostly the fact that it's not as simple as like, oh, you're not doing enough for the refugees. It's that you're not doing the right thing. Simply providing food and shelter are among the like the basics that we believe humans deserve. But like making sure that the person is properly integrated into society, in the society that you have, you know, is a whole other piñata, you know. It's a whole other thing to integrate the person, to make the person part of your community and make them part of the greater whole that is your society. And that's what every government, I think, that accepts refugees should do, to not simply accept the refugees, but to integrate them as part of your group, part of your culture, you know. Like there was like I think I talked about this, but like when I was working in Amazon, there was a guy who was his name was Muhammad, and he was my boss, okay? And he's obviously his German was better than mine, because I'm pretty sure he was like second generation German at least. And his German was better than mine, and but whenever we had like a delivery in Amazon, and like the delivery driver was like standing there, and he would like come up to me speaking German, and I was like, no. And I would point to like Mohammed, who was my boss, and I would be like, speak to this guy instead. And like the driver would be dumbfounded, because like he was expecting me, the blonde, blue-eyed guy, to be speaking German, you know, versus the guy who's like Muslim. So in that regard, you need more. You need everybody to be like that guy, who was my boss. Your ideal situation is to make every refugee like that guy. The main problem is that most people working for these support groups forget the integration part of the process. Yes, they absolutely forget. They don't simply forget. It's not actually in their periphery to integrate the people into the thing. Like they're like, integration isn't as simple as like well, it is as simple as like surround the person with people from like another group and not simply their own, but it's also about the fact of like make them welcome is like a very cop-out way to say it, but like essentially make them feel like joining the community, you know, make them feel like they want to be part of the situation, not just place them in the middle of nowhere, you know. Like example, right now I'm an immigrant, right? I'm studying German in order to like communicate better with people, you know, future job prospects and whatever. But like my way is you know, very is not the best situation for exactly integrating the community. I'm not out here, you know, talking to a lot of people. Put just barely inside their comfort zone and encourage them to expand the zone. Yes, essentially, yes. Just make sure that they're like it's kind of like cats. Like when you integrate in like a cat to like a new pet, and you make sure that they don't like not attack the other pet. Kind of like that. Which in very few, like there's a lot of documentaries on what happens with like integrating with how they like integrate the immigrants, and it's usually just like put them in a home, and like the rest is up to you, Bucko. You know, we're just making sure that you have like well, we're just making sure that you have a fucking job and that you know language. Like that's the key thing about all of the like immigration resources that I've encountered, is that they all want you to be speaking the language, and all want you to they all want you to be speaking the language, and all want you to like to be like have like a job or whatever in the country. But they never like talk about, you know, hey, did you like meet people, you know, talk to people? That there is a part of like of it being like encouragement. There is a part about it, the fact that like they do encourage people essentially to marry locals, because the what's called the like there's a, essentially in Germany at least, and I think in France, there is a shortcut that you can essentially take if you marry a German or a French person as a non-German or French person. You get like a quicker visa, not like an immediate, not immediate like the same day or year, but like essentially like within it's like it cuts your wait time in half, and that's essentially part of it. It essentially proves to the government that you are integrated into community so much you actually like you actually like fucking one of the people from the community, you know, like damn, this man is really integrated to our culture. He's integrating every night, you know. He's putting the integration in. He's integrating very well. Like,
To enter the room that houses the Nexus, Corporal Kane. Watch yourself, no doubt it will be heavily guarded.
damn, I think it's gonna be a boss room. I think it's gonna be a boss battle. Yep. Wait, this guy's the last the last like boss monster we need to defeat. It's fair to say most refugees immigrants leave their country with the idea of escaping the bad behind them, but then struggling with having a purpose in front of them. Sorry if it comes off as offensive. But then struggling with having a purpose in front of them depends, because well, I don't think that's offensive. It's just a general assumption. But in a sense, like in my case, I don't know what comes in front of me, you know, because like I didn't exactly escape the bad behind me. I immigrated here for a job, and then there was also a war situation going on, so it's kind of was like two birds, one stone. But like yeah, most refugees want better life, right? But like some have plans, some don't exactly have a certain plan, some have a plan but the plan doesn't work out. So for example, like imagine like I came here because I was planning to have a job, I was planning to have a successful career and so on, and then the job fucked me, and I kind of was like, you know what, fuck all of this shit, and I started doing Twitch and earning money different way from like a proper 24/7 job, you know. And so in that regard, in that regard, I got fucked, right? But like there's a lot of cases like me. There's a lot of people who immigrate in search of something better living conditions, better future for their kids. Don't forget, a lot of refugees come with like the idea of like, well, I have kids and I want my kids to have more successful lives than me, you know. And in that sense, I think that they're trying to do what's best for their kids first and foremost. They will put in as many hours as they can. They'll do everything that they can, and like it doesn't matter how much their plan falls apart. All that matters is that their kid's gonna be successful. Versus alternatively, do you find immigration joke of look at those engineers inside as offensive? I don't, because I'm Ukrainian. There's not a stereotype about Ukrainian refugees common with engineers and fucking scientists. But the thing about the engineers and scientists joke is the fact that it's usually the second generation engineers and scientists, because second generation immigrants, because the point is that the parent immigrates with their kids, and then they find and then they essentially expect for their kid the best life, and so they push their kid into engineering and scientific roles in order to make them successful, right? So because that's usually a high paying job, at least it used to be a high paying job. And so in that sense, yeah, obviously, obviously that's where they're going to be pushed to. Additional point. So again, as I said before, about the point of like they want to leave the bad part behind, but they don't know where it's gonna go after that. Like again, like some have a plan, think about all the Chinese people opening like a Chinese restaurant in US. All the immigrants opening shops because it's like a stable income. That's a plan. That's at the very least that's a plan. Versus some people who get fucked, or they may not know what they want to do. Because they're essentially planning to escape their country and get a better living, but like when they're in another country and get treated as second class citizens, they probably don't know what to do. They don't exactly have a concrete plan because of it. But yes, that's kind of my thought process about it. As you know, life is very chaotic, and not everybody has a concrete plan as to what they gonna do in any given situation. Like I didn't expect to be living the way I'm living right now, and to be doing streams like this daily. This wasn't my exactly plan when I immigrated to Germany. Actually, on this heavy note, I am gonna be wrapping up because we are 3 hours in. This is gonna be a final boss, I think. I'm actually gonna be asking like what's after this guy in Quake 4. Actually, hold up, can I see the level? It's a Nexus, right? Yeah. How many levels beyond Nexus in Quake 4? 0. The Nexus specifically is the final level of the Quake campaign. There is no levels beyond single player game. We probably, here's the thing. So my so here's the plan. Tomorrow we're gonna defeat the final boss. Okay, that's gonna be the plan. After tomorrow, like after, if we defeat the final boss before like 3-hour mark, I'm gonna I'll play some more rivals, and then tomorrow is gonna be Cult of the Lamb. Then it's gonna be Cult of the Lamb again. Then programming stream on Sunday. Then Monday Shifu, Tuesday Shifu, and then next Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next Wednesday, Thursday, we're gonna be doing new game probably. It's either new, yeah, it's probably a new game. It's either a new game or we can do Marvel Rivals. One of the two. That's kind of like up to debate for me. Like that's I'm debating between those. But on this note, we are wrapping up for today. Thank you very much for watching. Check. It was lovely to have a conversation with you. KJ as well. It was lovely. It was lovely for him to check in at 3 a.m. for him. You know, Mackenzie. It was nice. It was nice to have everybody here. It was I think the most viewer engaged stream I've had up to date. It was the most conversation and the most topics I had. On this note, we are wrapping up, however. Anyway, tomorrow we're gonna be defeating the final boss, and if we defeat it before the 3 hour mark, we're gonna be doing the Mar Rivals. On this note, we are wrapping up. Thank you very much